narcissist can no longer control you, they're going to go all out to control what those around you think about you. As to a narcissist, they do not want to be seen as the problem. They either want to be seen as the hero or the victim in the story that they tell to those around them, so that they don't have to take any form of responsibility for the part they play. This is what is most commonly known as the narcissist smear campaign against you, and it is hideous when you are living it, because they come after you with attack after attack after attack, and you're doing your best to try and stay afloat as they're doing their best to try and sink you. Often with the smear campaign, it is usually down to the narcissist projection, where they are going to go all out to accuse you of doing all the things that they're doing to you, of being all the things that they are as a person. So anything they say to you or about you to others, they are usually describing themselves. With their smear campaign, they go all out to exaggerate stories. They go all out to twist the story. So they'll take a truth so it's more believable, and then twist the reality to work in the narcissist's favour. They'll outright lie about you. Not only will they lie about you, they will turn to their own children and tell their own children that you don't care about them, to twist the knife a little bit more. They don't realise, because they don't care, they don't realise the damage they're causing to their children's minds. All they're interested in is getting one over on you, and if anyone calls them out on it, they just find a way to shift the blame, because to a narcissist, nothing is ever their fault. When it comes to a narcissistic person, they can go to one of their own children's celebrations and go all out to smear somebody else's name, to make that celebration all about themselves, with no regard to anyone else's feelings, because they simply lack the empathy to care for anyone other than themselves. They will spread rumours, they will slander people's names, they will go all out to play the victim in the story to gain that sympathetic attention, or play the hero of just how much they try to help you so that they get the praise and the recognition. If at all possible, they're going to go all out to provoke reactions from you, and then when you react to them, it matches the lies the narcissist is telling about you. So the narcissist will be obsessively watching you, checking in on you, seeing who you're meeting up with, seeing what you're doing, obsessively doing this, and then they will keep something from you, keep a sentimental item. They'll constantly change plans if it's to do with children. They will leave out information. They will fail to answer a simple question. So you're constantly phoning them and asking them just to get this answer, and they just show people the list of missed calls so that they can claim that you're the one that's obsessed with them, when they are indeed the one that is obsessed with you. They will usually go to those who will gossip first, because they can then be the narcissist flying monkeys. The term comes from the film The Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch sent her flying monkeys off to do her dirty work for her. So if a narcissist can speak to those who gossip first, they spread the lies, they spread the rumours, and they flare like Chinese whispers. And then the narcissist can act all innocent in it all, because it's not the narcissist's doing. Narcissistic people do not take responsibility for their own behaviour. They look for a way to pass the blame, because they're looking to escape all forms of accountability. They do not want to be held responsible, and often within their own minds, they don't think they are responsible. They don't think they are to blame. So a narcissist might just tell people that you've got issues, you've got problems, you're an alcoholic, you're a gambler, you've got money problems. They're going to go all out to tell people issues that many people can actually have, that are none of the other person's business that the narcissist is telling to, but they want to paint you out into as much as a negative light as possible so they can look better about themselves. And more often than not, the narcissist is telling people that you've got the issues that the narcissist has actually got themselves. They might tell people how they've done everything for you, how they've supported you, how they've spent all their money on you. Usually what you've done for the narcissist all the way through the relationship. You're the one who's been there to support them, to help them, to let them find what they want to do in life. You've put your life on the back burner to serve them, to suit them. So it's an even bigger kick in the teeth when they're telling people that they're the ones that did all that for you. And this is when you can almost sit there and think, hey, that's not how it went down. And at that point is when you can realise how much of a fool you've been putting up with them and trying to help them, when you're not a fool. You just did your absolutely best by somebody who you cared for immensely, not realising that they didn't care about you. You didn't have all the facts and all the information, and now you do. You can safely move away from them, leave them to do their worst while you go and make a better life for you. They're going to tell everyone that you're bitter, you're jealous, you're crazy, you're obsessed. And they're going to go all out to provoke feelings of jealousy within you to match the lies that the narcissist is selling to those around you. They're going to go all out to discard you without any prior warning and move straight in with somebody new, if at all possible, a neighbour, a friend, or a relative, to wind you up. And it's naturally going to provoke so many feelings within you, when what we have to do is stand back and think, hang on, someone can literally leave their partner to move straight in with a neighbour, a friend, a work colleague, move straight in, and they're the bitter, the crazy, and the twisted one. So when it comes to a narcissistic person, they are going to go all out to paint you out in that negative light so that people question your actions and your behaviour and your motives and your intentions, and not those of the narcissist. And as we all know, you can leave a relationship and you might move back in with your parents, you might have somewhere else to stay, you might meet somebody new. We know this can happen. However, the genuine person usually doesn't go slating the ex until there comes a time when the ex is in that mass smear campaign, that every time the ex smears the ex's, every time the narcissist smears the ex's name, the ex then does say they're crazy, they're lying. That is in reaction to what the narcissist is doing to them. A narcissist will claim that their ex is crazy and lying and untrustworthy and didn't respect them and awkward, and there's no retaliation. It's not coming from a place of they're trying to defend themselves. They're literally just trying to smear the other person's name. They will make stuff up in order to get people to look poorly upon you. They will phone your work and tell your work that you've done things you haven't even done, that puts your job in jeopardy. They are wanting you to lose everything because they do not care. They care about winning. They will happily watch people suffer. They often get pleasure in people's pain, and they don't want to be held responsible. They will often go around telling everybody everything that they did to you, only they'll be telling people you did it to them. If you listen closely to a narcissist, they do tell on themselves. And sometimes, unfortunately, when they're smearing our names, we get caught up in the middle of it and become reactive, and why is this happening to me and what can I do about this? When we need to just learn, and it's difficult with our emotions to sort of take a step back, and if we hear something, think, how does this relate to them and what they are? That's because they did this, and that's what they meant by that. Because when it comes to narcissism, understanding is one of our biggest keys to recovery. Thinking is one of our biggest keys to processing everything that we have been through, to put the jigsaw back together of our history so we can learn in our present and move forward and not make the same mistakes, because now we're no longer naive. Now we have the awareness, so people can't take advantage of us in that manner again. When it comes to dealing with a narcissistic smear campaign, the best approach is don't ignore it all. The rumours die down a lot quicker when you're not playing part in the game. The narcissist gets bored a lot quicker when they're not getting the reactions and the attention that they so desire from you. Keep as much evidence as you possibly can. Only defend yourself to those that you need to defend yourself to, such as if they've gone to your boss and said you've done this and you've got evidence to the contrary, you can go to your boss and say, no, it's like this. You don't need to mention the narcissist, you just need to show them the evidence to prove your innocence. Find the support you need to get you through, because a lot of it is about talking out what is happening to you so that it's not all trapped in your head, because the way narcissistic people behave is unbelievable at times. However, it's who they are and it's what they do. And the more awareness we get, the more people will recognise a narcissist smear campaign, and the more the narcissist will no longer be able to get away with their behaviour. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a new book out, which is 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, which is out on Amazon now. I shall also add the link to that in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.